Hey everyone, this is Barry from NFT Music Info. How are you doing today? So today I will be looking at a Solana music NFT platform where artists are actually able to mint without having a barrier of entry. And there's lots of functionality on this platform, which is really interesting. So let's delve right in. So if I go to releap.xyz, this is kind of the main page where we can kind of explore the platform. So it says music for creators, music for fans, powered by Solana. And you're able to launch the app quite easily, which will actually take you onto the marketplace. There's various things on here, such as music, circle, frequently asked questions. They've got a Discord and a Twitter. I'm just trying to get the scroll right because it's a little bit odd. Here we are. So if I scroll down, it talks about rewriting the rules for the music release. Have greater ownership of your work and its distribution. Monetize your music through NFTs and reward your fans directly. You can generate new income streams without relying on middlemen or record labels. So it's built for musicians by musicians, which always helps. You can retain full rights to your music and allow fans to own a limited collectible of the music, which we know as music NFTs. And NFTs allow listeners to support artists and help extend their reach. This is minting NFT in 3 simple steps. And I actually minted my music yesterday because I'm known as Cyber Monday for my synthpop and synthwave material. So it was really quite relatively straightforward. I use my Phantom wallet, which is used on the platform. And the Phantom wallet is great for Solana. There can be quite a delay. You do have to wait a couple of minutes for it to kind of refresh and upload your music. But yeah, I did that yesterday and that worked quite effortlessly, as it says in here, in the Releap studio. But I'll go into that stuff in a minute. These are some ideas to engage your audience. So you can utilize the feed on your personal profile to interact with fans. So it's got a social media element similar to Facebook, for example, where you can publish posts, reply to comments and more, which I love to see. You can reward committed fans with exclusive circle posts, which is visible only if they own the NFT. So to have that functionality available on a music NFT platform is quite rare. So it's really good that they're doing that on here. You're also able to build a community of your listeners and give back to your fans. And you can interact closely with your listeners through early releases, demos, or BTS clips, among other content. So it goes on to talk about exploring, listening and trading. So the marketplace is where you can discover new music from emerging artists. You can listen to your favourite tracks for free and you can trade music NFTs on the secondary market. So yeah, it's basically saying that there's utility there in terms of the music being gamified. So they recently launched, not long ago, I think it was a couple of months ago to be fair. And they started in Q1 and they've got Q2 on here and Q3 and it carries on. So they're looking at the Releap integration with streaming platforms worldwide. That would be interesting. Royalty distribution protocol and collecting royalty rewards. And what they've also been working on is expanding the marketplace, having interactive features in the circle feature, having the exchange of public launch, etc., etc. So lots going on. They've got information about their partners. They use Arweave for their storage solution, which is really good because it is decentralized. And we've got an FAQ here. Love this website, how it's laid out. It's so good, isn't it? So there's a frequently asked questions. They've got a newsletter that you subscribe to, and you can shape the music via these different things. And mediums like articles, you've got contact form, Discord channel, and Twitter, where you can obviously follow them. So if I have a look now on Launch App, this then takes you to the beta music platform. And this is where we're presented. So you've got the search where you can search for maybe, I searched for synth yesterday because I'm very passionate about synth music. And there's a couple of results loaded up. Market is obviously the marketplace. Studio is where artists are able to mint their own music on the platform. Help section and profile. So the first thing I did was I logged in and I connected my Phantom wallet via Google Chrome and created a profile. If I go to the profile section, it's relatively simple because you can then just literally start editing what you need to on here and actually add in your links. And this is where you can compose new posts. So this is a social media element of it. So at the bottom, I just gave just a text and you can see there's comments on here, likes. This is a circle post. and then I did an image saying tracks coming soon, and then I actually published that. So that's the profile section there. This is your wallet, and this is another way to get to the profile. If I have a look at the market first of all, listed only filter is quite important because those are the ones that are listed for sale. When you mint, if that's not selected, it'll show every NFT, whether that's available to you or not. So I like to select listed only. You'll see there's a music player down the bottom. What it doesn't currently have is for you to be able to skip the track at the moment, but it does have links, which is quite unusual. So I can click on that, it'll take me straight to that music NFT. You can comment, you got volume, you got duration, play, pause, next track, previous track. And you can see you got sort by it as well. So you can go via the options of most popular, price ascending, descending, and recently listed. So if I go to recently listed, I can see those tracks there, and we've actually got the Solana price of them here. Now if I go to this one, I actually know this band, Fragments, you'll actually see their profile now, any post that they've actually said, and if I have a look at collections, you can now see the collections that they've done. So collections are kind of similar to OpenSea. You start creating a collection, and then within that you can have multiple editions of that music NFT if you wish. I will go into the studio in a second. But it's very easy to preview and play the full length of tracks. You can actually click onto the NFT itself and it'll take you to that page. You can see it's been liked 5 times. It can be shared quite easily. You've got a description of that track, how many NFTs there actually are, what the floor price is, and what the average price is of what they've been selling at so far. So you can see it's the same image, but there's 5 different editions, all ranging different levels. One's been unlisted as well. Oh, 2 have been unlisted, apologies. Again, you've got the sort options here, and you can actually say click into number 1, and that's the current price of 2 Solana, for example. And yeah, you scroll down and it gives you, very similar to OpenSea, it gives you all of the relevant information about the blockchain, the token address, who owns it, what the royalties are, what the transaction fees are, etc. And it says permanent on Releap, which is great to see because that basically is their storage solution. So now we've looked at the platform in quite good detail, we'll now have a look at the studio section, which is where artists are able to actually mint. So this is known as the Releap Studio. And what you start by doing is you create your collection. And these are ones that I've created to date. So I did these yesterday. So for example, if I just explain it, you can upload your audio file. So typically that's going to be an MP3 because it's only 20 meg, just to let you know. And then you can click on next, but you can upload WAV, FLAC, but you are limited to the 20 meg. You then give the title of what the track is called. You upload the cover art as well. So I'm just going to put test, and I'm just going to find a image just to put in here, but I want it to be logical to what I'm doing. So I will find the cover art. Good. Then what you've got further down, you've got the description, which is optional. You've got the genre, of which currently you've got only a few to select from. So I felt my track was more pop, even though it is electronic. So I decided to choose that. And then you click on next. And then what it'll do, it'll start to integrate with your Phantom wallet on Solana. It'll tell you how much gas it'll approve, and that's when you can start to approve those transactions. So it'll delegate that Solana for the gas fees. It'll upload that music file and the image file to the Arweave server automatically. It'll upload all of the metadata, which is your description, your title. It'll create the collection for you. It'll send the transaction to Solana, and then you just got to wait for final confirmation. So that's basically how you create your collection. When you've created your collection, you'll see that they appear here under collections under your studio section. And this is where you can start to put in your music NFTs. So you can see here what I've currently got. I've only got burn options at the moment. So I believe that it's a validation approval stage where they just check for copyrights, etc. So you can see I've kept the same image. and I've created 10 different music NFTs. They're not listed at the moment, but these are the individual token addresses for those. And by doing that, that's relatively simple because you go to create NFT in your collection. This is where you have the title of your track, how many editions you actually want to begin with. And you can have, see that started on 11 because it knows I've already done 10. So I could have like 10 more if I wanted. Gives you the title preview of how it'll look. And you can have, maybe you want different cover art for those different editions. So you're able to do that on here on a 1-by-1 basis. Then when you do that, you then confirm what royalty split you actually want to receive for every resale on the secondary market. And you're able to actually put creator splits in here. So if you worked with a producer who's also got a Solana wallet, you can put in the appropriate percentages in there. So again, I'm not going to do that now. But it says a small amount of Solana is delegated to cover the Arweave fees because they have to pay for the storage on that blockchain Arweave server. And it's an upload time of 1 to 3. So what it'll then start doing is it'll create those music NFTs for you within that collection. So you'll see that it'll upload the files to Arweave, 0 out of 10 because there's 10 editions. And that takes some time because it has to create each one individually. It'll upload that metadata, create those NFTs, it'll send the transactions to the Solana, and it'll wait for you to approve the final confirmation. Now, what I really am interested in this platform, you've got a whitelisted option here. So when you've done it, you're able to apply for any tracks that are not available anywhere else. So let's say this is an absolute exclusive release that is only going to be available on Releap. Then you can actually click apply. Now that's great because that goes down to the curated process of actually having an official release via this platform, which is fantastic. But every single platform that I've reviewed that has something similar to this has always been down to the artist approval rather than the release approval. And I find the release approval makes more sense because they can actually listen to your track. They can search to make sure that it doesn't exist anywhere else. And if they like, that for their platform, then you're going to be more chance of more music sales on this, because the chances are that this is a debut release, and that in terms of utility is quite big for collectors and investors and fans because it's not going to be available anywhere else. So I think that's really cool, and I already did that for Better Time Instrumental because that's something that I've never released before. So I've already clicked apply and it says listed at the moment. If I click on details for that, you can see I've got the Better Times on here. So these are the music NFTs that I've done, and that's been approved for me to actually add those listings. So let me see, you have to do this on an individual basis, and this is quite something that I haven't done before. So I'm going to click add listing, and then you're able to give the list price, and then you're able to say list now. So it should be as simple as that, and then you should be able to do it in your wallet. I'm not going to go through the whole process now because I need to really think about what I'm doing. But yeah, I've found that a few artists are making good sales on here, and it's definitely a platform with a lot of functionality. They started with their exchange, which was where you can start to build a following, which is any artist can test the water. Then you've got the launch section, which is about market support. And then you've got the circles selection, which will be coming in the future, which is a space for fans for their posts. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this platform, and I personally think it's great. So let me know what you think in the comments, and to have another music NFT platform dedicated to music NFTs where there's no barrier to entry for artists, I think is fantastic. So kudos to Releap. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you give it a like, really helps the channel. Spread the word. I've nearly featured 40, in fact this will be the 40th NFT platform that I've featured on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do if you like and are interested in music NFTs and platforms, because that's what I dedicated my time to on this channel. And I'll speak to you on the next one. Take care. Bye.